Hi, I'm Sydney. I'm 24 now, but this story starts when I was 15, the age when most kids are worried about getting their driver's permit or passing algebra. I was worried about why my mom kept looking at me like I was a problem she needed to solve. Sydney, honey, come sit down, Mom said one Thursday evening, patting the couch beside her. Her voice had that fake sweet tone she used when she wanted something. I dropped my backpack by the door. What's up? I've been thinking about your future, and I want what's best for you. She smiled, but it didn't reach her eyes. You know how busy I've been with work? And now that Derek and I are getting serious. Derek? Your boyfriend from the gym? I sat down, already feeling uneasy. Fiancé, actually. He proposed last weekend. She flashed a ring I hadn't noticed before. He's got such an amazing lifestyle. Travel, fine dining, the yacht club. It's everything I've ever wanted. That's great, Mom. Congratulations. The thing is, she continued, smoothing her skirt, Derek and I have discussed this extensively, and we both agree that a teenager doesn't really fit into the life we're planning. You understand, right? I stared at her. What are you saying? I'm saying I found a wonderful family who would love to take you in. The Richardsons. They're very nice people. Stable, normal. They have a daughter your age. You want to give me away? My voice cracked. Like I'm a puppy you're rehoming? Don't be dramatic, Sydney. This is about what's best for everyone. The Richardsons can give you things I can't. A traditional family structure, someone who's actually home for dinner. I'm doing you a favor. A favor? You're my mother, she sighed, clearly annoyed. And as your mother, I'm making a responsible choice. The paperwork is already drawn up. The Richardsons are expecting you this weekend. This weekend? Are you insane? Lower your voice. I've made my decision. You'll thank me someday when you understand that sometimes people just aren't compatible, even mothers and daughters. I ran to my room, but I could hear her on the phone immediately. Yes, Derek, I told her. No, she'll be fine. She's just being a teenager. We can finalize our Bermuda plans now. 3 days later, I was standing in front of a suburban house with all my belongings in 4 suitcases, meeting Linda and Tom Richardson. Welcome, Sydney, Linda said warmly. We're so happy to have you here. Your mom spoke very highly of you. I doubted that, but I just nodded. Their daughter Emma appeared behind them. Hey, want to see your room? As we walked upstairs, Emma whispered, My parents are good people, but this whole situation is weird, right? Your mom just gave you to us? Yeah, I said quietly. She said I didn't fit her lifestyle. That's messed up. Like, seriously messed up. My parents think she's going through some kind of crisis, but they wanted to help. They didn't realize she was just getting rid of you. That night, I overheard Linda and Tom talking in their kitchen. Tom, something isn't right about this, Linda said. That woman didn't even cry when she dropped Sydney off. She barely said goodbye. I know. She was more concerned about making her spa appointment on time. Should we call someone? A social worker? This feels wrong. Let's talk to Sydney first. See how she's really feeling. If this is abandonment disguised as a voluntary placement, then we need to do something about it. And that's when I realized maybe the Richardsons could help me make my mother face what she'd done. 2 weeks later, I sat in Linda and Tom's living room with a notebook full of dates, messages, and emails. Sydney, can you walk us through exactly what happened? Linda asked gently. Everything your mom said, when she said it. Any documentation you have? I flipped open the notebook. She started talking about Derek in March. By April, she was making comments about how she never really wanted the mom life and how she gave up her 20s for me. Then in May, she told me about the Richardsons. Tom leaned forward. Did she ever file anything official? Court orders, custody modification? No, she just gave me to you. Signed some paper she printed off the internet. Emma, who'd been listening from the doorway, came in. That's not legal, is it? You can't just transfer your kid like a used car. No, Emma, you can't, Tom said. Sydney, we need to contact a family attorney and possibly CPS. What your mother did is abandonment, plain and simple. She'll just say she was doing what was best for me, I said bitterly. Then we'll need to prove otherwise, Linda said. Do you have any of those text messages still? The emails? I pulled out my phone. All of them, including the one where she said, Derek doesn't want kids around. And honestly, neither do I anymore. You're old enough to understand. Linda's face hardened. That's evidence. Tom, call Marcus Chen. He handled the Bartlett custody case last year. 3 days later, we sat in Marcus Chen's office, a sharp-eyed attorney who specialized in family law. Miss Reynolds, he said, looking at the Richardsons, you're essentially harboring a minor whose mother committed custodial abandonment. Sydney's mother had no legal right to transfer guardianship without court approval. We didn't know, Linda said. She made it seem legitimate. I believe you. The question is what Sydney wants to do about it. He turned to me. You're 15. The court will consider your wishes, but we need to decide on a course of action. Do you want to return to your mother? No, I said immediately. I want her held accountable for what she did. Then we file a report with Child Protective Services and initiate legal proceedings. Be prepared. Your mother won't take this well. Good, I said. She doesn't get to just throw me away and face no consequences. Marcus smiled slightly. I like your spirit. Let's make sure she answers for this. The next week, a CPS investigator named Sharon Mills came to interview me. Sydney, I need you to be completely honest with me, Sharon said. Did your mother abuse you, neglect you before this? Not physically, but emotionally. She checked out years ago. Everything was always about what she wanted, what made her happy. I was just an obligation she got tired of. And she told you this explicitly? Multiple times. She said I was cramping her style and that Derek wanted a child-free lifestyle and she deserved to be happy. Sharon's expression remained neutral, but I saw her grip her pen tighter. Did she make any arrangements for your education, medical care, financial support with the Richardsons? She gave them $500 and said, that should cover it for a while. Linda and Tom have been paying for everything themselves. $500. Sharon wrote that down. For an indefinite placement of a minor child. Did your mother check on you after the placement? Call? Visit? She texted once asking if I'd taken all my stuff from her house because Derek was remodeling our room into a home gym. Sharon closed her notebook. Sydney, what your mother did is serious. It's child abandonment. Are you prepared for what comes next? This will likely go to court. Your mother will have to answer for this. I'm prepared, I said. She needs to understand that I'm not something she can just discard. The Richardsons are willing to pursue emergency custody? Linda answered from across the room. Absolutely. We want Sydney to be safe and protected legally. Then I'll file my report today, Sharon said. And Sydney, I'm sorry this happened to you. No child deserves this. As Sharon left, Emma sat beside me. You're really going through with this? Yes, she doesn't get to walk away like I never mattered. Good. Make her face it. The court hearing was set for 3 weeks later. I sat in the courthouse corridor with the Richardsons and Marcus, waiting when my mother appeared with her own attorney, a slick-looking man in an expensive suit. Mom saw me and marched over. Sydney, what is this? You're trying to ruin my life? I'm not trying to ruin anything, I said, standing up. I'm making you accountable for abandoning me. I didn't abandon you. I found you a good home. Marcus stepped forward. Mrs. Morrison, you should speak through your attorney. I'll speak to my own daughter if I want to. She turned back to me. Sydney, this is ridiculous. I gave you to a nice family. You should be thanking me, not dragging me to court. Thanking you? I felt my voice rise. You got rid of me because I didn't fit your new boyfriend's lifestyle. Derek is my husband now, and he has every right to want a peaceful home. You're nearly an adult anyway. I was giving you independence. Linda stood up. Independence? She's 15 years old. You gave her to complete strangers with $500 and a garbage bag of clothes. I gave her to you, and you seemed perfectly happy to take her. Now you're acting like I'm some kind of monster? We took her because we thought you were in crisis, Tom said firmly. We thought we were helping. We didn't realize you were just discarding your child. How dare you judge me? You don't know what it's like to give up your entire life for a kid. Actually, Linda said coldly, I do. I have 2 children. That's what parents do. We sacrifice. We don't throw our kids away when they become inconvenient. Mom's attorney finally intervened. Mrs. Morrison, please, let me handle this. No! I'm not going to stand here and let them make me look like a bad person. Sydney, tell them. Tell them I was a good mother before Derek. I looked at her directly. Were you? Because I remember a lot of afternoons alone. A lot of school events you missed. A lot of times you forgot my birthday because you were busy. Derek didn't make you selfish, Mom. He just gave you an excuse to stop pretending you cared. Her face went white. You ungrateful little… Mrs. Morrison, Marcus cut her off. I strongly suggest you stop talking. The courtroom doors opened, and a bailiff called us in. Family Court Case 2019 FC 4782, Morrison versus Richardson, emergency custody hearing. Inside, the judge, a stern woman named Judge Patricia Warren, reviewed the files. Mrs. Morrison, Judge Warren said, can you explain to me why you transferred custody of your minor daughter to strangers without court approval? Mom's attorney stood. Your Honor, my client believed she was acting in her daughter's best interest, providing her with a stable 2-parent home. I'm asking Mrs. Morrison to answer, Counselor. Mom stood, smoothing her dress. Your Honor, I found a wonderful family for Sydney. I thought I was doing the right thing. My new husband and I have a lifestyle that isn't really suited for teenagers, and the Richardsons wanted her. So, you transferred your parental responsibilities because your child was inconvenient? That's not what It's not like that. I just thought she'd be happier with them. Did you ask Sydney if she'd be happier? Mom hesitated. She was upset at first, but teenagers are always upset about something. Mrs. Morrison, did you provide any financial support to the Richardsons for your daughter's care? I gave them some money initially, $500. $500 for the indefinite care of a minor child? No ongoing support? I plan to send more, but I've been busy with wedding planning and… You've been too busy to support your child financially? Mom's attorney jumped in. Your Honor, Mrs. Morrison has been under significant stress. Counselor, your client abandoned her daughter. The CPS report is clear. Mrs. Morrison provided no legal documentation, no court approval, minimal financial support, and by her own admission, transferred custody because the child didn't fit her lifestyle. Judge Warren looked at my mother with disgust. This is one of the most callous cases of abandonment I've seen. Your Honor, please, Mom said, and I heard panic in her voice now. I made a mistake. I can fix this. Sydney can come home. Derek and I will make it work. Now you want her back? I stood up. Couldn't help myself. Now that you're in trouble? Sydney, honey, I'm sorry. I really am. I wasn't thinking clearly, please. No, you don't get to apologize now. You don't get to pretend you care because a judge is calling you out. I'm your mother! You stopped being my mother when you handed me over like I was nothing. Judge Warren banged her gavel. Mrs. Morrison, sit down. Sydney, you too. She looked at both attorneys. I'm granting emergency custody to the Richardsons pending a full investigation. Mrs. Morrison, you're being referred to the district attorney for possible criminal charges of child abandonment. We're adjourned. As we left, Mom grabbed my arm. Sydney, wait, we can fix this. Please don't do this to me. I pulled away. You did this to yourself. I'll lose everything. Derek will leave me if there's a scandal. Then maybe you should have thought about that before you got rid of your daughter for a man. Her face twisted with rage. You selfish little brat, after everything I did for you. Tom stepped between us. Mrs. Morrison, walk away now, or I'll call security. She pointed at me, her hand shaking. You're going to regret this, Sydney. When you're older and alone and realize what you threw away. The only thing I'm throwing away is you, I said. And I don't regret it at all. She lunged forward, and Tom had to physically block her while Linda pulled me back. Security guards appeared, and my mother was escorted out, screaming about how ungrateful I was, how I was ruining her life, how she'd make sure I paid for this. But all I felt was relief. 6 months later, I sat in Marcus Chen's office again, this time for the final update. "The district attorney filed charges," Marcus said. "Your mother pled guilty to child abandonment and custodial interference. She received 2 years probation, mandatory parenting classes, though that's moot now, and she has to pay restitution to the Richardsons for your care." "How much?" Linda asked. $15,000, covering the 6 months of care plus projected costs until Sydney turns 18. She's also permanently lost custody. The Richardsons' adoption petition was approved this morning. Linda squeezed my hand. "It's official. You're our daughter now." I felt tears prick my eyes. "Thank you for everything." "We're just glad we could help," Tom said. And that justice was served. Marcus closed the file. "Your mother tried to contact you 3 times last month, Sydney. Do you want to pursue a restraining order?" "What did she want?" "According to the messages her attorney forwarded, she wants to explain and apologize properly. She says Derek left her and she's learned her lesson." I shook my head. "I don't care. She can explain and apologize to herself. I'm done." "That's your right. I'll inform her attorney that no contact is acceptable." Emma was waiting outside the office. "So, how'd it go?" "I'm officially your sister now," she grinned. "Cool. Does this mean you have to do half the chores?" "Absolutely not. I'm the favorite child now." "In your dreams." We laughed, and it felt good. Normal. That evening, we had dinner together, all 4 of us, and Tom raised his glass. "To Sydney, welcome to the family officially." "To Sydney," Linda and Emma echoed. "Thank you," I said, "for seeing me when my own mother wouldn't." "She couldn't see past herself," Linda said. "But that's her loss and our gain." My phone buzzed. Another blocked number. I knew it was probably Mom, trying another way to reach me. I deleted it without reading and put my phone away. "Everything okay?" Linda asked. "Everything's perfect," I said. "I'm exactly where I belong." A week later, I got a letter forwarded from Mom's attorney. I almost threw it away, but curiosity won. "Sydney, Derek left me. The scandal, the court case, it was too much for him. I lost my job too. Everyone knows what I did. I'm alone now, and I understand how you felt. Please, can we talk? I'm your mother. I made mistakes, but I love you. We can start over. Mom." I read it twice, then handed it to Linda. "What do you want to do?" she asked. "Nothing. She's not sorry she abandoned me. She's sorry she faced consequences. There's a difference." "You're very mature for 16. I had to grow up fast when my own mother decided I wasn't worth keeping. I wrote one line on the back of her letter. "You made your choice, now live with it." I mailed it back. That was the last time I responded to her. Now, at 24, I'm in college, studying social work. I want to help kids like me, kids whose parents fail them. The Richardsons are still my family. Emma's my sister. Linda and Tom are my real parents. And my biological mother? Last I heard, she's working retail, living in a small apartment, still alone. Derek married someone else. Her friends from the yacht club lifestyle disappeared when the money did. Sometimes people ask if I ever regret pursuing charges, if I feel bad that her life fell apart. I don't. She taught me a valuable lesson. Just because someone gave birth to you doesn't mean they deserve a place in your life. Family is the people who choose you and keep choosing you, not the ones who throw you away when you become inconvenient. The Richardsons chose me. They fought for me. They loved me when my own mother couldn't be bothered. And that's what real family looks like. What would you do if your parent abandoned you for their new partner? How would you handle it? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, please like, comment, and subscribe for more true revenge stories.